Hi everybody, I'm Antoinette. Welcome to 2OG's Hooking and Stitching Island Style, coming to you from Deer Island, New Brunswick, Canada, in the Bay of Fundy. Welcome to all the returning subscribers. Welcome to new subscribers, and if you're here for the first time, welcome. This is a podcast about knitting, crocheting, Tunisian crochet. There's tutorials, giveaways, life on an island, shout outs, yarn hauls, happy mail, general chat. Sometimes there's readings from island publications, and just general chitter chatter. Any suggestions you might have, please feel free to put them in the description, into the comments below. Any and all comments are appreciated. I do read all the comments. I try to respond to as many as I can. Sometimes it takes me a while, but I do at least acknowledge that I've read your comments by hearting and liking. So today's video, I have a finished object, some works in progress, an acquisition, some mail, and the finished object is a design I did that I started a while ago. I did finally finish it. Some shout outs and some yarn talk. Just a general catch-up video. I'm doing this a little bit early this week. I have exams Saturday for the first block of the Firefighter 1. So I have been busy studying. My head's a little on the overload side. So I thought I'd just take a little time off and do a video. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is a pattern I had showed you a while back of something I had started. It was a pocket shawl. I kind of put it aside because I got frustrated with it. I have not written this up, but I did finish it. And this is the pocket shawl. That's one. I'm going to put this back here, and I am going to, this is the pocket shawl. I haven't blocked it or trimmed the fringe, but I did finish it, and there you go. I did some rearranging in the craft room today, so things are kind of out of place here. I did this. I made this out of. So it's just pretty simple. It's just V stitches and I did the pockets. Now I attached my pockets down here, and I put half double crochets to make it extra strong, so I put something in the pocket, and I did the V stitches and I inverted them, and then I did some half doubles so nothing would fall out. So I've got to trim the fringe and block it, and then just single crochet it around the edge. But it's just very simple design. It was pretty easy, and the stripes are, believe it or not, they are symmetrical. I counted out. There is a method. These are actually symmetrical. It's a progression, a decreased progression on the amount of rows that I did for the striping, which you don't have to do. I've got to write it up. We'll get to that one of these days, but I haven't thought of a name for it yet. Still kind of toying with that, but that was the only finished object I had. I did it in Mainstay in medium gray heather and dark gray heather. These are the two yarns that did it. And it's actually very soft. This was the new Mainstay that was made in Turkey. It was really nice to work with. And I've got to recake this up, but it was the mainstay. Not, just basic number 4. Did it in. I used a size J hook to do it in. So that was that. Next, there's some works in progress. This one here I've showed you, but I have something significant. I'm on the foot of the sock. I am on my foot. I've joined back and around, and I'm just doing the stockinette part of the foot, where you go round and around, and that's the sock. Basic, just it's the Crazy Sock Ladies pattern. That's my fairy knitting that I tilt up a little bit that I do. I'm hoping that this isn't too dark. It's nighttime here, and I turned the overhead lights on. I kind of readjusted the lighting in here because working on the Alaska hat, I need some pretty good light. And so I'll have to work, I guess, when I go to upload this, maybe work with the lighting. So that's that there. And because I had finished a couple of this is in one of my favorite bags that was made by a very wonderful lady, Wendy Jo. She makes beautiful bags. I had started, I just cast it on and started. This is a pretty intense pattern. It's called the Capital Hat. It's a knitting pattern, and it is, it's charts. I'll take it out of here so I can show you what it looks like. That's the pattern. If you look at the hat, it looks just like the Capitol building in the States, U.S. Like I said, it's all charts. So it's one of those ones where, you gotta pay attention. And it's designed by her name's not Hinterm Stein. Hinterm Stein Capital Hat. That's what it says, Hinterm Stein. So I cast this on, and I've got umpteen markers on it because of the repeats that are on this. So this is just in a bag, just cast on. I am doing it in, sorry about all the crinkling. I'm doing it in Hirschner's baby yarn in gray. And like I said, I just cast it on and did the first set of repeats, and you can see all of the stitch markers. That's all the repeats there are for the pattern. So I just cast it on. I haven't really done anything with it. It's just there in the bag in the WIP pile. But I'll get to it. But I finished a few projects, so figured I'd add to it. Now, the next thing is my Alaska hat. And the reason I'm going to show this to you is we have run into a problem. This is the bag. This is one of my favorite bags. It was made by Zach Stout's husband. I have probably 3 or 4 of his bags. In fact, it was probably one of the first project bags I owned. If you see right here, my yarn is stuck in the zipper. So, I haven't taken the time because I was so frustrated to try and work this out of the zipper. I mean, she's stuck in there good, and I don't know how to get it out. I don't know how to get it out. Anybody have any ideas how to get yarn out of a zipper without breaking it? I don't really want to break my yarn and then have to have a knot in it in my Alaska hat. So I'm just going to put it by the wayside, but that's the Alaska hat. I just wanted to show it to you at what I did. I did a boo-boo. Now, I have actually got significant progress on my Seasons of Change cardigan. I finished the back, and I am on the right front panel. And I think I'm going to do a video just talking about the construction of this because it's very unique. Once I finish the back, you fasten off. Then you chain 39. And then you attach at one of your stitch. Remember I showed you had stitch markers. There were 4 stitch markers. Got yarn everywhere here. I am now in the process of doing, this is the right front, right here, that I'm working on. Oh, put it here. Let's try to hold this up here. This doesn't want to cooperate. This is the right front that I'm working on. And here's my stitch markers. And I'm working back and forth on the right front. But this is the back. And as you can see, this is it's a strange construction. But that's what I have done so far. So I have got quite a bit done on it. It's not that it's a sort of a mindless crochet. I mean, I know the pattern. You only have one stitch that's not single crochet or double crochet, or single crochet or double crochet, and that's the cross stitch, which is easy. And there's a 9-row repeat, and there's only that one cross stitch row. The rest are single crochet, double crochet, just alternating. So I've been working on that, and I got some work done on my Tunisian, just working on the sleeve. The other thing I had done, I was working on the diaper cover that I told you I was going to do for the great niece that's coming. And this is the diaper cover using the sachet yarn, and then I'll do the hat. Well, I'm to the point where I am doing the ruffles, sachet ruffles. It's not a hard pattern, but it's just tedious when it comes to doing the ruffles. And I'm making it extra ruffly. Now, this is the front of the little diaper cover. Okay, and I did it in Red Heart with Love Metallic, hot pink. Okay, and then I did the ruffles in Red Heart Sachet Boutique, purple metallic. And these are the ruffles for the bum. Yeah. Those are going to be the ruffles. How you do this is, when you did this, you did a back loop only, single crochet. And when you come with the Red Heart, the sachet, you spread it, and you start here in the loop you didn't use, and I gather 5 stitches, 5 loops in the ladder, and then I do a single crochet through them, and then you go into your loop here and you do a single crochet, and you do that all the way across, fasten off. Then once I'm done, I will tidy up all these edges. But that's the little ruffled diaper cover. I think it's going to look cute with the dress that I picked. But it took me 2 hours to do. I'm on the 4th row. It took me 2 hours to do that because it's just very, very tedious. With the red heart sachet and then going into the loop. So that is one another works in progress. Now the last one I have, I was doing excuse me, the Palmetto Shawl. And you know, sometimes you're doing a project, you get so far into it and it's like, no, you just lose interest. And I did. For now. I will do the pattern eventually, but the yarn, I just wasn't working with the yarn. So I tore it, I frogged it. Then I recaked the yarn. And I was just flipping through my patterns because I reorganized my patterns into 4 binders. The ones that I have printed up. And I purged some patterns. And I come across Subi. And I decided that's what I wanted to do. So I started doing this one here. I'm doing it in a gradient. Instead of doing it in a cake, I'm doing a gradient. I'm doing the Birds of Paradise shawl. Okay. And I'm doing it in Holskarn, which is a wool cotton blend. And they're all shades of blue. I'll show you what I have so far. These are the colors that I have gotten. I'm using so far. Okay. I started at dark and I'm going up to light. And this is what I have. Each, and I am doing 8 rows in each color. Now this one here is very subtle, the change. It's very, very subtle. I just finished doing the picot. These picots are because you go in and you do stitches. How she designed this was to look like feathers of a bird, and each section is different. So that was one of the other ones. And it's a tiny yarn and a tiny hook, and I'm doing it with a 2.75 C hook. I don't know if you can, if the camera will focus in on that 2.75. So I frogged the palmetto for now, and I worked on that one Saturday morning. That's where I got to it, and I said, no, we'll work on that. Like I said, I did a little reorganizing in the craft room today. I was trying to keep quiet. Hubby was sleeping, so I just kept quiet. I studied a good part of the morning and early afternoon. And I decided to take a break, give my head a break. So I had 5 canvas zipper storage totes with yarn, so I just dumped everything. Got it down to 3. Inventory, put it in the clear vinyl. I have lists of what is in each tote, so I know. And I did it by, like, all my Lion Brand Thick and Quick, and all Lion Brand yarns in one. Another one I have all my big mega balls, and ones that I have that are big balls. And then I have another one, so those 3 are full. And I organized like that, redid that. So kind of rearranged the craft room a little bit here as far as access to things, and opened up over here where my yarn shelves are, cubbies are here. And switched my lights around. I need a better light for when I'm working on, like the Alaska Hat, the dark projects. So I can scoot my chair back and get good light. So that's how I spent my afternoon. So that's pretty much what I have for works in progress. I'm deciding on what I'm going to do for my blankets and stuff. Other than my heirloom Afghan, block Afghan, I'm just deciding whether I'm going to do the Tree of Life or it's going to be one of the compendiums. Atlanticus, Marnie, Liliana, Phoenix. I haven't decided which one it's going to be, and then go through my yarn, pick out the colors, put it into a project bag, and start that. So I have a blanket going. So now I have just a couple, 2 or 3 shout outs I want to do, and then we'll get on to some mail and acquisition. There's just a few. One of the other things is all my winners have received their packages, which I'm happy about because I was tracking them. I saw Sandy's video, so I'm glad she's happy. And yes, I do use a lot of tape, but I do that so they don't, considering how mail is handled and packages get broken open and stuff, I just wanted to make sure that the packages got to their destination in one piece, and I try to get as much as I can into the package to make it worth the shipping price. I know what the magic number is, so I get as much as I can in for the 2 kilograms, so you guys get good value, and I get good value for my dollar. And Connie, and Sandy, let's back up. Sandy has a YouTube channel, Left is Right Crochet. Check her out, and this will all be in the description box below. The other one is Connie at Just Another Stitch, and I just subscribed to her, and I've been watching some of her videos, and she's at 286 subscribers. Let's go show her some love. She's got some tutorials, some knitting, some crocheting, and go check her channel out. Very nice lady. She got her package too, so I'm happy that she liked what she got. And Donna Bell, she doesn't have a YouTube channel, but she got her package. I got an email from her, and she was happy with what she got, so I'm glad. That's all. I want people to enjoy, share the love, share the love, and I'm glad. There will be more giveaways later on. Just whenever it hits, I get an urge. April is my birthday. It's a big one this year, 6-0. So yes, I'm going to be doing something special. I haven't quite figured out what it's going to be, so just stay tuned. I'll keep you updated when I decide what it's going to be. But there is going to be something special in April. The other 2 shout-outs I have is for Cynthia's Crochet and More May. She's at 445 subscribers. She's a very nice lady. I've watched her videos, and she does giveaways, and she shows finished objects and works in progress and happy mail. She does beautiful crocheting. So let's go over and show her some of the community love that we have and with the support that we show each other. That's Cynthia's Crochet and More May. And the other one is Light and Joy Designs. Now, you'll see her on Instagram also. Now, she has a bigger channel. She has 3.35k subscribers. But her channel has a lot of tutorials on crochet and Tunisian crochet. She has some great designs. She offers free patterns all the time. She does live streams. She has a lot of good informative videos. So if you want to get a lot of good information, go check her out. It's Light and Joy Designs. So I'll put all of this information in the description box below for you. Links to their channels. Now, I got my new Knit Picks magazine. I got my Herfners. I got my Mary Maxim. So, yeah, you can go through it. I like Knit Picks because, like they gave me a 20% off code. Any item of my choosing, and you all know I like Knit Picks needles and some of their accessories. So I get a chance to look through that. And the other thing I got was, I have the address here, I got a card from, and I love the washi tape she used with the anchors, a girl after my own heart, Miss Barbara Lienhard. And I have all of Barbara's cards up here and postcards she has sent me. Seashells. And it's a note from Barbara. This is a personal note, so I'm not going to read this on air, but it's a note from Barbara Lienhard. And there are sometimes some things I just can't share with you. It's a personal note. I'll read this off air, but Barbara, thank you. And I will be emailing you. I do have some cards I have to get out. Now, I got a beautiful Valentine's card from hubby, and this is what I used for my Valentine's money for. So, I have never ordered from Michael's before. A friend of mine told me that they deliver. So, because I really didn't want to go to St. John, because that's where a lot of our COVID is at. So, and by heavens, they shipped and they delivered. So, ooh, I don't know what I do with my box opener. These scissors don't do too good a job. So, we'll just noisy. This is my packing slip. And yes, there's a little bit of yarn here, not much. I saw everybody showing the Karen Kinks that were on clearance. So I only got 3. I've never had them before, so I only got 3. I had a coupon, so I got these to make a sweater. They are the Karen Lovely Layers collection. I've never had these before. I got them in Almond Crumble. 80% acrylic, 20% wool, 240 grams, 445 yards. That's the color. It's the only color you can get. And these were $4.99. They were on clearance for $4.99. So I got 3 of them. And that was all I got for yarn. Now the other thing I got I saw this and I thought about how I'm trying to do color work. So I used my, it was 30 or 40% coupon, and I got the Yarn It. This is made by Prim, and it has different holes. You put your yarn in it. I thought between this and my yarn bowl, when I'm working color work, I can put my yarn and pull from it to keep it from getting tangled. And this is called the Yarn It. So let's open it up, and I'll do a review on this. I'll open it up here. Why do they always put sticky stuff? On all 3 sides. I'll just use my scissors. I'm going to throw this away anyways. That in there. So this is it here. So imagine, okay, this opens up here like that. Take this out and find some yarn here. Like I'm gonna have trouble finding yarn here. And we'll throw this in here. And you take it like this. Now it's got several, okay. You pull it up like this and it comes out the top. Now and then it has a hole here. And it has a hole here that you can pull right up through the top. Now, this hole here and this hole here, according to it, you can put your needles into, or you can pull your yarn through that, and then put your needles in the top. So you, I'll use these needles here. You take your needles, you're working on your project, you gotta leave, and your needles don't get lost. That is pretty slick. Pretty slick. Now this normally ran, it was $34.99, and I used a coupon and I got it for $25.89. These prices are all in Canadian. And then, like I said, this is made by Prim. It's called Yarn It. Excuse me. And this is great for working with color work. I wouldn't mind having a couple of these working with color work. And I have some, what do they call them? They're, oh, for heaven's sakes, I can't remember what they call them. Bobbins. I've got, when you're doing color work, depending on how many colors you're working with, you use these here yarn bobbins. I have one sweater that calls for 12 yarn bobbins, and it just, you just wrap so much yarn around it, and and you're pulling from each one of the bobbins. It's supposedly to make it easier so your yarn doesn't get tangled. So those are yarn bobbins. But if you're only working with a couple of 2-3 colors, I have a yarn bowl. I don't know where it's at. Right here. It was a birthday present a few years ago. Right now I just have some little balls there for projects that I was finishing. And I could put one color in here, one color in here. And then I also have a yarn ballet that I use a lot of times when I'm winding a skein. And you put it on there and it turns it. That I could pull. It would keep up to 3 colors. But I love that. That's cute. I might keep my eye out for another coupon on sale and get one of these. Plus it keeps the dust off my yarn. So let's yarn it. So that's all I got. We'll just stick this up there for now. So that's all my Happy Mail. Other than that, just doing a little bit of rearranging around here. Studying for exams Saturday. I have had some interest. Okay. A couple of people have wanted, we've been talking about doing a Zoom for block 8. And I'm just, right this week I haven't been able to do anything because of studying. If you're not in the Yarny Yaya's Facebook group, that's where all of this information is going to take place. It is a private group, but you just go over and ask to join, and I pretty much just approve everybody. We just do it to keep away the trolls and stuff. And whether we're either going to do it on Facebook or we'll do it on Zoom. And we're going to do block 8 together, and down the line, if we have more blocks that we're having a lot of trouble with, that the tutorial isn't enough, then that's what we're going to do. I have a couple people around here that have asked me to help them with their crocheting and knitting. Now, here's the thing. I'm just an advanced beginner. I challenge myself, and that is the only way. I figure without failure, I can't grow. I can't learn. And you guys see plenty of failure with me. I am that Juliet top, I am stuck. Major league. As soon as I get past this week with studying, I've got to get on the Facebook group for Craving Crochet and get some help, because if not, I'm going to get really frustrated and I will frog it. I do not have a problem. I don't care how far I am into a project, I will frog it if I get that frustrated. So I can get past this sleeve. It's just the way it's written. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but nonetheless. But I will help anybody that I can to wherever I am at in my skill level. I have some ladies coming over to the house next week, and we are going to have a light lunch, and we are going to knit and crochet. I have enabled some ladies with yarn acquisitions. They want to know how to get the deals and where's good places to buy yarn. So I am helping them and showing them where and how to acquire affordable yarn and get the best deals. Yes, I am an enabler, but it's for the love of yarn. So with that, I think that's pretty much all I have for now. There'll probably be another video possibly this weekend. So with that, everybody have a good evening. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave me a comment if you have any suggestions or anything you'd like to see. I will gladly try to oblige you. Take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, hugs, smiles, happiness. Pass it on, make the world a better place. Until next time, so long for now from Deer Island. We'll see you later.